No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal. And it's make or break here at Albert Park, home of the Australian Grand Prix since 1996. And home to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. We're a stone's throw from the enormous Port Phillip Bay for today's race at the 3.3-mile Albert Park circuit. It's a bumpy racing surface here, and the 16 corners could prove especially difficult in the wet conditions. Watch out for a safety car at some point during the Grand Prix. Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th consecutive Constructors' title? Could Ferrari or Red Bull establish an advantage early on? And with 22 cars on the grid, how quickly can the new team find their footing? Well, it's great to be back, Anthony Davidson. We've got a lot to talk about this year.
That's right, Crofty. It felt like a long winter, but it's good to finally be back. I have to think the usual suspects will battle it out at the front, but there are always going to be some teething problems early on in the season, so whoever can keep on top of their issues will have the advantage today.
As I mentioned earlier, we're up to 11 teams this season, with a new entry run by, well, of all things, an owner-driver. That's something we haven't seen in this sport since Hector Raback over 4 decades ago. So how are they looking so far?
Ever since their participation was announced, there were questions being asked about whether an outfit like this could survive, and certainly it's proving to be a trial by fire so far. Let's hope they can continue to draw in investment and find a little more pace as well.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Albon, Charles Leclerc and Ricciardo, Perez, Norris, Stroll and Esteban Ocon, Vettel, Sainz, Pierre Gasly and Kvyat, Grosjean, Magnussen, George Russell and Williams, Latifi, Giovinazzi, Raikkonen and Mick Schumacher. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
All right. Welcome to Volkswagen's F1 debut. Race day here, Sunday. Very wet Melbourne, starting 18th. Should be an interesting race. Just got a final few things to check out and get set up, and then we will be waiting for the lights. All right. As things are getting set up here, I'll be joined by my race engineer today, the Pontius Pilot. He's got a great channel over there. Also on Twitch. Go feel free to check him out. I'll probably put something in the chat so you can check out his channel. But he's got great content, got a good MyTeam. Lotus is his team. He's got a good season going so far. Getting a few points here and there. And yeah, I'm usually his race engineer, so it's a good setup that we got going.
All right, sound test 1 2. Sound test 1 2.
I hear you just fine.
All right, great. Yep, should be a challenging race with the weather conditions, but looking forward to it. Got all your data up in front of me here, and let's go.
All right, just looking at the strategy here. Again, heavy rain for at least the first half of the race, maybe tapering off a little bit. But I don't know if it's going to be enough to stay or to actually justify going on to inters. For right now, it looks like we're just going to be pulling one stop with the 2 wets, and we'll lap you around 14. There's not much to play with here. Looks like going longer would be better, but yeah, not really a whole lot. We'll just kind of have to see how the race develops. Maybe taking advantage of any safety cars, etc., and seeing if the inters will become an option, or maybe the weather completely changes. Who knows? So, but we are running a full wet downforce setup as we were in qualifying, and race director here is everyone's on full wets. Schumacher starting in the back there. No grid penalties, and I think we're pretty much just gonna go ahead and start. I can lower my fuel. This is the first
Yes,
race.
I would definitely lower your fuel.
Yeah, this is the first race. I don't really know how the car performs in rain race-wise. I feel comfortable probably going under fueling by a lap. I don't know if I really want to do too much more. It should be fine, but I just don't know where the car's at. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I think you could at least start with underfueling by 1 lap. I do think you could go a little further than that. I don't think you're going to be running rich much at all here, really, except maybe a little bit on the straights.
Should I go -2 then, or I don't know.
I think that's also feasible. I
Okay.
think. I think -2 is safe enough. I think that works. If you want to be more aggressive than that, feel free. But I think -2 is probably as far as I'd be comfortable recommending right now, just because I haven't seen your car's consumption yet. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna do -1.5.
Okay.
It probably would be fine, but I don't know. So,
That works.
but yeah, we're loaded. Hopefully, those tire temperatures, they're starting me out a little bit warmer than that. 29 and 27 degrees. Oh boy, be skating on some ice here.
Yeah,
But
do what you can to warm up the temps on the formation lap, but don't go crazy. You know, there's only so much you can do.
yeah,
Just need to really take it easy on the first lap here, and especially the first few corners. It's all about survival and not damaging the front wing.
yeah, very much agree. We'll see if we get the temperatures up to maybe 60, 70. That's 70's pretty warm for wet tires, so I think we're going to be looking at 60s for optimum temperature. But yeah, I'm pitting somewhere around 14, and we'll make any adjustments as needed.
That's right. Yeah, we'll be pitting around halfway. Make adjustments as needed. I will keep on top of the weather conditions and also what the other competitors are doing. I'll certainly be watching out for if anybody switches to inters, and I'll take a look at what their lap times are doing as well. Keep in mind on your initial first few corners, you may have some people behind you here because you're starting 18th. You're going to have some people behind you that may have some better grip initially. You know, somebody gets alongside, don't push the issue too much. Just let them go, run your race.
Yeah, that's very true. All right, well, with that, say goodbye to my pit crew, and we'll start the race. Here we go.
All right, see you on the other side.
Firestone.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want to bog down.
So feeling a little bit of a delay. Just now it flipped over.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, how much of a delay was that for you?
All 10 seconds.
At least 10. I mean, it was at least 10 before. It seemed like a little bit more. Just tell me right now which corner you're going to, if you know.
Slide into corner 2. The stadium area.
Copy.
The radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now.
Is it the dashboard or just the screen?
It is the screen, the dashboard looks okay.
Okay, that's all.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
That's fine. I
mean,
thought the dashboard was also doing that. I was like, oh, that's not okay.
No, the dashboard is fine. I'll be referring to that primarily. The stream, getting a few, might be buffering issues. Just might be issues with Twitch. I don't know if it's your OBS or not, but it is manageable. I wouldn't overly concern yourself with it.
Okay, I'm by the high-speed chicane right now. And I'm going to be into the second DRS now.
Copy. I have near real-time location data on the dashboard.
Front's like warm up a little bit more, but not much I can do.
Copy that.
Pit entrance. There we go.
Okay. Have a good race.
Okay.
Okay, we're low on fuel. Try shifting up the gears a little sooner. This should help us save some fuel.
Copy.
Just trying to stay alive. How are my lap times relative to everyone else?
Stand by, waiting for data. Lap time currently plus 5 seconds, leader.
About the Haas's.
Haas's currently plus 1.5 seconds.
Very good.
Heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain. Okay, we've got plenty of energy. Use the overtake button and have a go. Okay, we're starting to think about saving some fuel. Lower the fuel mix and go easy on the throttle. Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more. Definitely think we need to stay on this tyre a bit longer, but there's no question that the track is drying. We might be in a position to change soon.
Sure you heard that. Jeff's saying track's drying. I don't know about that yet, but it's also hard to see right behind the spray.
Copy. Yeah, I did not hear his transmission. Understood. Thank you. Launching out. Still everyone on full rest. You did just run your best lap. Minute 42.7.
trying a hair. Trying to get away from the spray doesn't seem as bad, but doesn't feel great yet. Yellow Schumacher. I think Schumacher's done.
Green flag.
Watching. Be careful.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.2 seconds.
Copy. Keep your head down. Looks like we're staying green for now.
Mix dropped out of the race. Okay, the car ahead is pulling away from you at the rate of around 2 seconds a lap.
Tell me what Latifi's lap time is.
Latifi's last lap, 1 minute 43.5. Your last lap was 1 minute, about 1 minute 46. But you had an off lap, I know you can do better than that.
Yeah, 3 seconds.
Yeah, he lost about 2 seconds. We'll see once things settle out.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Jeff wants to do.
Confirmed.
Jeff wants to stop and switch to engines, actually.
Okay, we have some cars stopping now.
Box? Going.
Go ahead, box.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Switch for inters.
Switching. That was right at the entrance. But I made it, no penalty.
Fuel consumption is good.
Exit now.
Good stop. Not now.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
Take it easy on the first lap on the wheels. Cars are boxing.
forecast suggests the rain is going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. You should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water.
Be mindful of traffic exiting the pits. Be mindful of traffic exiting pits.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
No idea how long these tires will last.
See if we can stretch them. Every car is on inters now.
Yeah, they feel fine, but I think it will require another stop.
Yep, I think everyone is going to be in the same situation. We'll put that.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. I think we're still on the right tyres for the time being.
Faster than Raikkonen, and you will get him. Just pick your spot.
there, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track.
Over 1 second faster that lap, just hit your mark.
Good pace, you're catching the car in front by a second per lap. To the car in front is 2.2 seconds.
Faster.
track's definitely drying up, but I think rain's gonna be here all the time.
Copy.
Cars feel good.
We're expecting you in around 2 laps, and we'll be putting you on the intermediate tyres.
Potential pit stop in 2 laps.
I'll be watching.
I know what you think about that.
Stay out for now.
Copy.
You might want to consider switching to a lower fuel mix. We may not finish on the current settings.
You're about the 6th or 7th fastest car on the track.
Copy. Tires feel alright for now.
Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon. Rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while.
How are the tires feeling?
Maybe starting to lose the
We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
But I can stay out of DP.
Yeah, stay out for now.
timing me. I'm just timid behind you. Let's see.
Understood. Pick your moment. Your lap time, especially for being held up by traffic, your lap time is reasonable. Perez is boxing. I'm going to watch his time. Stay out, stay out. Corridor is out. I'm showing yellow. It's not. Okay.
Okay, clear.
Cars boxing here. Stay out.
Yeah, fronts feel fine. It's probably the rear that's the problem.
Copy. Yeah, just take it easy. I think you have an opportunity to pick up some spots here.
Giovinazzi's is in.
Copy. I think I want to see your times without somebody in front.
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment. Okay, you're in the top 10.
Yeah, it's pretty much traction coming out of the corners versus going in.
You ran a good lap. You ran a good lap.
Be aware the car behind has newer tyres, car behind on newer tyres. Okay, gap ahead is 4.1 seconds.
All about hitting your marks here. Hitting your marks. Currently, you are still faster than several cars that have boxed. Keep going.
I'm staying out.
Okay, the car behind is catching you by 0.5 a lap. 0.5. Fuel is at target -1. Let's turn the engine down, please.
Will catch signs. You will catch signs. Keep hitting your mark.
The car in front is a second a lap faster. 1 second.
Pressure performance.
Tires are beginning to come alive for everyone else, but you're still doing much better than Giovinazzi. Keep pushing.
Okay. Rears are definitely feeling the rears.
Copy.
Minutes left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes.
Hit your marks. Hit your marks. Your lap time's still very similar to other traffic. And you're running faster laps than cars in the pack.
But I pit behind Giovinazzi. Come out behind.
Negative.
Gap to car in front is 7.8 seconds.
I mean, on start thinking about staying out.
That's what I'm thinking.
Horse definitely has it on me. He's gonna wait, but I don't know. Get lucky.
Plan is to defend and stay out for now.
I need to charge my battery.
And start thinking about saving fuel.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Keep hitting your marks. Hitting your marks. Good job. Keep hitting your marks. Stay out, stay out.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. The gap to the car ahead is 10.2 seconds. Those tyres are going to fall off the cliff soon. Take extreme care.
I'm just worried about the cliff.
Keep going.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Get me out of Giovinazzi's window.
Copy, I'm watching. You're still running faster laps than him.
Top end speed is definitely limited. Goodness, I
Copy.
drive.
Copy.
have 2 laps of fuel remaining. Our gap to the car in front is 12.0 seconds.
Okay, everything is playing out just like we
10
needed
more
to.
minutes
Keep
of
hitting your
rain
mark,
before
keep
it
hitting your
dries
mark.
up. Burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
Cars, dude.
Almost there. Last lap, keep it clean.
This is your final lap of the race. The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap.
Oh, that's not meant to happen. Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty. Puncture.
Keep going if you can. Oh. Can you keep moving or no?
Yeah. But I will left rear puncture.
Alright.
There's a big drop in pressure in the rear left. The rear left is running a puncture. You have a puncture.
Alright, just limp it across here. We've gapped Giovinazzi enough that that position is safe. Just come across the line. Very sorry.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in
tough.
Parc
We were
Fermé.
so close to points in the first race there. You know, the tires just didn't last quite long enough. Almost had it. Very sorry, Danny.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win.
God,
for
that was last lap.
That was
Anthony
was
Davidson,
last
a
lap,
resounding
man.
victory today. What set them apart
You
from
were
the
gonna,
rest?
you
I'd
had
say
it. You
was
were gonna
down
get
once
10.
again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the
I knew
track
Norris had
conditions,
more
and
in him. He was
perfecting
just
the team
waiting for a
strategies.
slip up.
They got all of these
Yeah,
things right
yeah, I
today,
knew
and
it
the
was going
results
to be
speak for
tough,
themselves.
but you were running good laps.
Mercedes are
You were
on
running
top
laps
form once
that
again after
were
an excellent
really
race
respectable,
weekend. It's
and
great to see them up on that podium once
there were
again.
like there was no appreciable, like there was no concern with your lap times. They were looking good, and I was paying attention to the gap to Giovinazzi, and that was looking good. I mean, you were running laps that were faster than Giovinazzi by at least a second every single lap.
Yeah.
So that gap was protected. I was looking at that as a fallback, but as we came closer to the end, I figured we have to try and go for it, try and get points here.
Yeah, no, I agree with the decision.
And unfortunately, it just didn't work. He made it about a sector into the last lap, and then
Let's
it let
review
go.
the drivers' standings. Lewis
Fortunately, there was
Hamilton
enough
takes
of
the
a
lead
gap
of the
that you still
Drivers'
ended up beating
Championship. Now, let's
Giovinazzi
discuss,
there,
Hans,
but
who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
that
Well, there
was
was a lot
so
of incredible
close. I
driving
really
out there
thought you were
today,
going to get
Crofty, but
10th
if I
there.
had
It was
to
an
pick
awesome
someone,
drive.
It's got to be Sergio Perez.
Thanks. Yeah,
Fantastic
no
driving.
offense.
It's time to see how
For
things
the
are shaping
last
up
3
in
laps,
the
I was
Constructors'
thinking, holy
Championship.
shit, I'd
Mercedes
only be
moves to the
halfway
top
through
of the
this,
table.
100%.
It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula
I
One
was like,
action.
fuck.
I can't wait to see
Right.
what's next.
Wow. Yeah.
That was intense, and that I really enjoyed that. That was really just incredible to watch here from my position here, and disappointed that we weren't able to pull it off. But man, take a look at your laps on the race director here if you want. They were pretty good. They were like solidly in the 37s, 38s.
Yeah, because there's 37.6, and then I think those are the 39s where I was stuck behind Giovinazzi, and I cleared them,
Right.
and then it went to 37s. Yeah.
Yeah, and towards the end, you basically everything was looking good in that, these last few laps here, the lap 20 something. You had clean air in front of you, and the pack of cars behind you, they were just kind of bunched up, so they were running laps that were very similar to yours. And you could see your laps there towards the end, like lap 23, 24, 25, 26. You're basically running about 1 minute 38. Well, Giovinazzi was back there in clean air running 39s, So
Yeah, I knew I had more than him.
you definitely had more than him. You just needed to get ahead of him. And
It's
yeah,
too bad
you
that
had
took a lap or two long, too long.
yeah, and it's a shame. And I really thought you could stretch it because remember, you took the inters later than oh no, you went in like really early. Yeah,
I think it was early because I was right at the pit lane, and you said people were boxing. And
yeah.
it was-
I know you kind of made the call there. I was kind of 50-50 on it, but it made sense to come in.
Yeah, I took the gamble because we were right there at the pit entrance.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I had a feeling that you were going to lean that way.
Yeah, I was leaning to. I probably would have. Well, I don't know. I kind of wanted to see what they did on the tires first, but you really could go either way.
Well, and that
that
might have that might have cost me because I did kind of well, I mean, it was tough conditions, but I definitely slowed down to be like, oh, should we tuck in, and then I was worried about I hit the pit limiter too early, and then you're just trying not to overspeed, and I'm like, okay, it's not worth it, and then that was
you
probably
were
an extra second or two slow.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't really anticipate coming in, that can make the pit entry not so smooth and maybe lose some time there. And then the fact that, well, yeah, if you stayed out one more lap, then maybe the inters would have had one more lap in it. But it's easy to second guess.
Yeah. But who knows? Maybe the wets would have gone so. Who knows? I don't know.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah, it was an enjoyable race. It's I still stand by the decision to definitely stay out. That was the right call because if we box, then I don't know if I guess we were protected for Giovinazzi, but we would have ended up right where we ended up.
Yeah,
So,
if you boxed, you would have been ahead of Giovinazzi, and that's it. Like maybe you would have come out close to Russell back there.
But for limping
Or-
across, I mean, I think it was only 2-3 seconds behind him, so
Right,
he passed
exactly.
me in the final corner or two.
Yeah, and
So-
at that point, listen, and it's possible that if you had boxed, you would have come out ahead of Russell. I was looking at the gap, you possibly would have. But listen,
I would have.
I'll take 17th, limping across the line because you were going for points and it just didn't work out. Over playing it safe and getting 16th. You know, who cares?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, for sure. Damn, I almost pulled the Vettel there.
Yeah.
Stop enter.
Yeah.
It really felt like it was a turkey. It really, I don't know. That's how it felt like for me driving. I was like, this
Oh,
is
I bet.
stretching them out. It was tough. And I was
really-
hoping.
yeah.
I saw Ricardo, and I was hoping for maybe a cheap pit stop will come, and we'll get an advantage there.
I know.
Because I think
it
everyone
didn't
was
happen.
out already on. I forget when that happened, but it's like,
And I got confused there because it said yellow flag, and I didn't know if that meant like safety car.
yeah, no, the
but-
one, yeah, because I know we haven't fully tested it, but it will come up as safety car.
Okay, that's
And
good
it'll
to know.
Flash, and it'll keep flashing.
Yeah, you probably heard me. I got confused there for like 5 seconds,
Yeah,
and I
it's
was
okay.
like, never mind.
Oh man, what a race! I thoroughly enjoyed that one. I feel like that's probably one of my better drives I've ever done.
Yeah, that was impressive. That was very impressive, and just keeping on top of the lap times, it was very consistent.
I did get a
And,
warning from Cole.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it was lap 29, right? That was.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I was just looking at the director. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I didn't get a penalty. I just got a corner cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's because of my puncture, and that was lap 29. So.
Let's take a look at the highlights here.
Yeah. You know what I'm really curious is in the dashboard, the tire pressures are set. I'm wondering if you could have actually saw the tire pressure change.
Oh man, I didn't really look at that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that until after. But yeah, let's take a look at the highlights. It was a crappy start. I was really hoping for a better start, and then it was just
Oh, it went how I expected. Really, that's fine.
fourth gear. Schumacher came around, and I'm like not trying to take out my teammate, but I'm also like, hey. So that was a few times. I think I take Schumacher. This is a Williams car. So this guy is a regular. This guy's Where's the pass there? That's Jimmy Johnson. Nah, there's Jimmy Johnson coming up. That was regular. Clean car. Look at that.
Oh yeah. Don't forget to take some screenshots. Oh shit, I don't remember either. Is it? Fucking here.
Doesn't it save these things though? Like recent?
What?
Does the game save it? Show?
Yeah, but it's, if you can take a screenshot, I would do it. There's a way to do it with Steam. Let me just look it up.
Oh, God. I'm surprised I didn't lose the front wing. I mean, well, I did lose the front wing, but completely lost the wing, actually. Yeah. So, there we go. Just there. Oh, man. Well, Mercedes 1-2 Red Bull.
Alright, it's F12 for the screenshot. I would go back to the highlight video there and
Yeah.
just make some F12 screenshots there, just because you have some nice shots of your car in the rain.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. But gonna conclude the stream here.
All right.
But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hell of a race. Really tried to stretch those tires. Just one lap. One lap too short. And, but it was worth the gamble. It could have been a first points finish on the Formula 1 debut. 100 AI, no assist, wet race. No
That would have been
flashbacks.
something. That would have been something.
Yeah.
That would have been something. Man, oh man, I thought you had it there.
I
Wow.
did too.
That's
But-
okay. It was enjoyable. You have some quality content there for you to save. And yeah, that's a great drive. Looking forward to Bahrain now.
Yeah, on to Bahrain, develop the car. We get 3 development parts after Bahrain, just before in the days before Vietnam, so I'll be looking forward to those. There'll be a chassis, a major aero part for streamlining, and a durability. I'm curious, durability's decent. It was decent to start off, so no real known cause for Schumacher's failure with brand new parts. I was a little disappointing with that. For Schumacher to fall off in like the first couple laps too. Really,
It's too bad. It's too bad because when that happens, it basically blows any shot that you have at getting a sponsor bonus for laps completed. If you have any of those sponsors.
Yeah, not yet. So.
Yeah, but it's all right. We'll see what happened there. You know, it's just kind of a roll of the dice sometimes with the mechanical issues. So.
Yeah, but at least improved our position. Almost had the points until the puncture, and hell of a race. But yeah, tune in next time for Bahrain. We'll have a race here shortly in Bahrain after a couple of practices. Tune in there. Also tune in to the Pontius Pilot. He'll be moving on to Canada here shortly. He had his Baku race. Very challenging race, but we're looking on to Canada, and I'll be his engineer over there. So feel free to check his channel out, the Pontius Pilot. It'll be great stuff. And for now, that concludes our race here in Melbourne. Hope you enjoyed, and catch you next time.